He's looking at me, isn't he? I think he is. Good morning. We are, tell us again where we are. We are at Silver
Island Mountain
Dry Lake Bed.
Right.
That's where we are. And that is right near Wendover, Utah, which is on the border of Nevada. And take a look how beautiful it is here. It's pretty quiet. This is all BLM land. And the only thing that's here is us and the pronghorn antelope.
There we go.
So there is a road right there. We're going to head up there with the Jeep and then maybe see if there's some place to hike up there. And that's what we're going to do. All right, let's do it. So the thing about me, hike has always been a 4-letter word. I just wasn't interested, didn't want to go, too much work, too hard, blah, blah. And as I've gotten older, I've just realized that just do it, right? And so we have taken on, probably half mile, maybe. We've hiked up this road and look at the vista.
Getting to the Silver Island Mountain is very easy. From I-15, take I-80 west toward Tooele, yes, that's how you say that, and Wendover. Take exit 4 and follow Leppy Pass Road. We left our motorhome in the parking lot of this concrete building for a few minutes and scouted out where we wanted to camp, looking for the best ways in and out. There are a couple of oddities on the way to the campsites that you might like to know about. This one is called Tree of Utah, and it's located along I-80 on the north side of the freeway. It is an 87-foot tall sculpture created by a Swedish artist named Carl Moman. It was built in the 1980s and dedicated in 1986, and it's about 25 miles east of Wendover. You can pull over and stop and take pictures, but there's a fence around it, supposedly to protect visitors from tiles that occasionally fall off. Okay. Then there's this. I have no explanation.
Along the road toward our campsite, there's this. Somebody decided to put eyes. Isn't he fabulous? I love him. So we've taken a drive out BLM Road, and this is really epic. Take a look at this.
The Great Salt Lake is located in northern Utah in the United States and is what is called a terminal lake. It is the 8th largest such lake in the world and is about 75 miles long and about 28 miles wide, covering about 1,700 square miles. It is fed by the Bear River, the Weber River, and the Jordan River. A terminal lake is a lake that has fresh water coming in, but no water going out. This results in many salts and minerals being deposited in the lake that have nowhere to go. This creates a salt concentration that varies from about 5% to as high as 28%, depending on the volume of water. However, the Great Salt Lake isn't a dead sea. Millions of birds, waterfowl, shorebirds, and brine shrimp call the Great Salt Lake home, and there are many acres of protected wetlands. Additionally, thousands of acres in and around the lake are managed by the Bureau of Land Management, and as such are available for camping, hiking, ATV sporting, and of course, on the Bonneville Salt Flat Speedway, racing. The Great Salt Lake is all that's left of the mighty Lake Bonneville, a Pleistocene-era lake that covered most of western Utah about 15,000 years ago. In its day, it was upwards of 1,000 feet deep in places and was roughly the size of Lake Michigan. You can still see the shoreline of the ancient lake along many of the Wasatch Front foothills. Scientists tell us that lava flows near present-day Pocatello, Idaho, diverted the Bear River. This caused a large influx of water into Lake Bonneville. Because of this, the lake rose until one day it breached above the Snake River drainage near Red Rock Pass in Idaho. That started the Great Lake Bonneville flood, as millions of gallons of water flowed through the pass, through Hell's Canyon in western Idaho, through the Columbia Gorge in Oregon, and finally out to the Pacific Ocean. The river that was formed was 3 times the size of the current Amazon River and was about 300 feet deep. It ran a catastrophic 16 miles an hour from Utah to the Pacific Ocean for 3 days. Then it slowed but continued to run for almost a year before finally the giant Lake Bonneville was no more. As the centuries passed, the area became more and more arid and the lake continued to shrink. With no outlet, the salt content increased, and we are left with the Great Salt Lake as we know it today. As you can see, there is something for everyone out here. You can camp, hike, fly a drone, watch the locals, and even stargaze. We had a great stay out here, and we totally recommend it.
Welcome to Southern Idaho. We actually are here in Downey, Idaho at the Downata Hot Springs RV Park.
Yep.
And we are on our way to Rexburg for a family event. And since we were really close to it, we thought maybe we would stop at Red Rock Pass in Downey so that we could see the place where the giant Lake Bonneville spilled over and emptied out eventually.
Yep, the water just went out to the Snake River.
Went out to the Snake River and all of that water was gone. So we thought we'd take a look and see what we could see out there. All right, so let's go.
This is Red Rock Pass near present-day Downey, Idaho. This area is about 4,800 feet above sea level. We are approximately 250 miles from Silver Island Mountain dry lake bed, where we started this video. On the floor of the Great Salt Lake, the elevation is about 4,200 feet above sea level. The cliffs on either side of this pass rise about 300 feet, so you can see how deep Lake Bonneville was just before it spilled over the edge, taking limestone, shale, and dolomite, leaving this pass behind to tell a story.
So it's really hard to imagine, but if you think about it, this entire valley would have been filled with water.
Right, up 300 feet, and the volume of water would have been as much as what is 3 times the current flow from the Amazon. So it was a
in
huge
South
amount of
America.
water.
Really enormous, really enormous. And you can see from these pictures the cliffs that were created when the water forced its way through, and it's really quite intriguing. There's a lot more geological information at the website I'm going to link below, and just come on up here and take a look. One of the things we're going to watch for is melon gravel. These are giant boulders that were moved by the water. So
Yeah, it's boulder gravel. So we started out in the Silver Island Mountains dry lake bed campsite,
which is BLM and is free.
and it was a great camp place. Do be aware there can be times when you get wind, and so just be aware of that.
And currently we are staying at the Downata Hot Springs RV Park. It's pretty nice. It's reasonably priced. It's clean and very pretty. They have dry camping only spots. They have electric only spots, which is what we're in. And they have electric and water, but
They have no sewer, at all.
So there's no full hookups. There's no dump station. It's like you're on your own as far as that part is concerned.
Yep.
There is a hot springs available for a separate price. I will link the website to down at a hot springs below, and I'll link the BLM land area and give you the GPS coordinates as to where we were. So with that, I think we will let you go. We're going to head to Rexburg tomorrow for a family event, and we will see you next time. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And press like and press the bell to get notified.
You bet. And until next time, restless friends, you take care.
Bye.